That's it.
All right.
Happy Father's Day for those who are fathers.
Yeah. Happy Fathers Day to all fathers. Yeah, cool.
We had the Pierre's for
We're all
breakfast.
dads, aren't we? Yeah. You're not a dad, Mike, are you? Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I got 3 daughters.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Somewhere, or they're all in London doing their thing.
Mm.
Best place for them as well. They can stay up there.
Oh, nice, Daddy. Get out of my
Every time I see them, they always seem to want something.
Oh, well, that's
That's the norm, isn't it?
it's more.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Dad, will you? God, come on, Dad. You know you can help. You know you really want to help. I know it's hard, but you can help, can't you?
I just got this word borrow confused with give me when they were young, I think.
Is what?
Give me and borrow. They don't understand the difference.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's no difference, is there?
No.
Can I have and can I borrow is exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You had the big 8-0 the other day.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think I'd make that.
Bloody hell.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got another 3 years.
Oh, you're a youngster, see?
Bloody youngsters.
The others are babies.
Yeah.
Looking at that, I saw, after waiting many years, I've got an allotment in Acre Fields by the castle. And I went in there tonight, and lo and behold, John Goss was there. So we're neighbours now on the allotments.
Oh, there we are.
His sciatica is pretty bad. He's crippling him, but at least he's driving now and getting around a bit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's short.
Which are they, Howard? I'm trying to work out where they are now. Are they the ones?
Oh, yeah. It's the one on the Norton Road, behind the car. The community orchard?
Yeah.
It's alongside at the back of that.
I got you. I'm with you
But
now.
you can go all the way down, yeah. You can get to it from the Norton end as well,
Yeah, I'm with you now, yeah. I always get confused which are what.
So you're growing lots of vegetables, so you'll be giving us lots of vegetables, will you?
Well, hopefully. I got to clear it first. It's a big one.
Oh, is it one of those that's sort of brambly, or is it?
No, it's just grass. The woman left it about 18 months ago, I think. So it's fresh stuff, but they need a couple of days' work on it.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
No.
No.
Go and rent a rotavator.
Aye.
Yeah. Worth it, man. Really worth it.
Has it got a shade or not?
Aye.
Has it got a shade?
It will have.
All right.
A shade? Is that a shade?
A shed.
A shade?
It will have.
You got a shade?
I think it was probably my voice then. Definitely shade.
Hey, Howard, those photos he posted to me pretty good, aren't they? The one of John Goss skateboarding.
67, I think, somewhere around that.
Let's see if I can find them. Just a sec. I'm sure the boys.
With the long blonde hair, I used to go out with a Julia Powell. She died of breast cancer some years ago now, but I didn't know she was only 15 when I went out. I was 19 at the time, but
yeah. Oh, blimey.
Mike, I am awake.
It's still arrestable.
Yeah.
You can backdate them. Mind you, somebody wrote on your picture the other day, I used to have the hots for you when I was young. Do you know who she was?
I said, yeah, now you tell me. I just...
Yeah.
It's always a way, isn't it?
There we go. So who's this one, Howard? Is this one of your leader? One of yours? You see it?
I can, yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Don't know if Howard's still there, is he?
You still there, Howard?
He's muted.
Hello, Howard. Are you there? No, he's not there. Admit Sam. Oh, Sam would like these as well. I thought Sam. Oh no, okay. Howard, can you hear us? No. Howard.
Yeah, he can hear, but he can't.
Sam's still playing on stage. What? So you haven't got any, no voice, Howard. No, no voice.
No,
Hi, Sam.
no voice.
Hi,
You're just looking at some 60s photos of Howard's. But
well,
he's
oh,
got
what? Howard.
Howard's photos of the 60s. I think it was John the Mod who took them.
All right.
Hang on a second.
Oh, that's with the ramp in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can, yeah.
I don't know what happened there. It was when you put the picture up, it went.
All right, okay. So who's this?
Where's my volume gone?
Yeah, that's Sandra Stroud.
Okay.
She
Right.
was there Friday night.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, what's happened?
There we go.
Right. That's Sandra Stroud and Julia Powell sitting down.
Right. John
What
Goss.
years is it?
John Goss.
John Goss skateboarding.
Yeah.
If you look at this, you see at the top left-hand corner,
It's a police box.
it's a police box. It's right on the
Yeah.
corner at the
Yeah.
top. It's,
Yeah.
we were all wrong. I was totally wrong. Yeah.
And the telephone box is down the bottom.
Yeah, you see that now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Andrea.
What's Mike doing? What's that? Hang on.
Sally Ann Jenkins, I think. I think Jenny said we knew her.
All right, okay.
Oh, that's Sally Ann Jenkins. Yeah, oh, is that her brother?
There's the telephone box. Yeah.
Well, there's the
Yeah, there's a
telephone box.
yeah.
Confirmation of the telephone box.
Yeah.
And look at the hat, man.
Wi-Fi.
There's little windows in it and everything. Oops, sorry.
I'm trying to get my volume up because I can't be quiet.
No, you're
Me?
right, Sam, man.
Yeah.
Bilbo.
We all made Bilbo gear on, Dave.
Yeah, well done.
65 or 66. That's an old one.
I'm
Oh,
trying to get
shit, man, come on. Sorry about this, chaps. Keeps,
I can't get my my volume up. Oh, Webben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telephone
And
box.
Tim Holmes.
you, guess that? Sam, is
Yeah.
that?
That's
Right,
me.
yeah.
I saw
me.
Tim today.
Me by the telephone box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tim Holmes. I saw him
Friday night.
He came down Friday night because I saw him
Yeah.
in Verdi's the week before and I told him about it.
Yeah.
God, yeah. And that's more in my blue sort of plastic jacket with the Bilbo badge on.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and look, what have I got my feet with them? My tiger skin shoes from Penhead.
Well,
Oh, God.
And who's that with the stripy pants?
Hang on. I get it back now. Sorry. Where's it fucking gone?
Somewhere I got my
Julia Powell.
Guy Williams.
So
Guy
Williams, yeah.
Williams. Yeah. Guy Williams. Yeah.
All right.
I
Andy
can't
Smith and what's his name? The chef. Simon.
Right. Yeah.
What's his name?
Simon, is it? The chef?
I can't remember.
Used to work in the Osborne.
Yeah, 67, that is.
I'm sure that's yeah, Simon. Or did he have another name? And who's that in front of Tim Holmes? Not Rog Weasley.
Yeah, I did know it, can't remember.
And I'm not sure who that tall one is with the stripy pants on. Very trendy.
France, man, fucking hell, right?
Oh, Tim Holmes looks really tall there. It makes me look really short, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Done
Yeah,
that.
shows you're down the slope, aren't you?
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
standing further up, Sam.
Yeah, that's what it was, of course, yeah.
Um,
I recognize the guy behind me.
heard me again.
Howard the Bone.
My cousin took these, John the Mod. Do you remember John the Mod?
Oh yeah. I see him. I think it's the same guy. There's two guys I used to get mixed up. When we
Is that
referred to as
Algar?
John the
Is it
Mod,
John Algar?
Yes, John
That's
Algar,
it,
that's
yeah,
right.
Algar.
Yeah.
I
John
he used to
Crisper.
go to the Beaufort sometimes on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, he drove a Standard 8.
That's it. And he always used to wear a big parka coat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, hang about. See if I can get my volume up now, because I'm really quiet. Now I've got my screen
Your
back.
volume is perfect.
No,
sir.
you're right. Right
You're
for
fine.
us.
Yeah, but I can't hear you.
Oh,
Now I can hear you.
Mic volume is perfect.
Yeah, no, but I couldn't hear you all much. But I put
Okay.
and it's up. Okay, now let's have the bigger view in. Boom. There, that's better. There, fine.
They raised 200 quid on Friday night, Sam.
Yeah, great. I saw the post, and in fact,
That's good.
the guy I rode with, we went down to Pendine yesterday. Me and one of my biking mates. Well, actually, he's part of the Langland scene. Zippo, Adrian husband.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we went down to Pendine because it was a hot rod weekend, and
Oh.
it was fantastic. We got there about 11 o'clock, full swing, parked the bikes up, walked the length of the beach, had some toast and a coffee, and the cars there were amazing. Must have been about 100 of them of the hot rods, all doing their start, times.
Yeah.
They weren't racing against each other like a two at a time Santa Pod style. It was one at a time on a timed strip, But when they got going off into the distance, they must have been doing plus of a ton,
Yeah,
Some
right.
of them took a long time to get. Then some of them were, well, not bone shakers, but some were serious jobs. But they all looked lived in, and a lot of them had been driven down there. But yes, I forget what I said. But Zippo said to me that that the guy who recently passed away, is it the Simon?
Simon, yeah.
Simon
Probert,
Probert,
yeah.
yeah.
He said only about maybe a week ago, he was doing Langland and Paul was playing
Yeah.
on his own, and Zippo almost went up to save, but he didn't. But he saw there was another guy, he said, who had a couple of dogs with him, and he threw a bone down, like a traditional dog's bone, like meat bone.
Mhm.
And he threw it down, and the two dogs sort of went for it. And his phrasing was something like, "Oh, maybe it's not the thing to do, call me old school, but that's what I do," And then he saw the post, and he said it was the same guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he brought his dogs down most days.
Yeah. And when I saw the picture you put up of him singing somewhere, doing a kind of a song, singing Mr. Bojangles, it was quite cool. That was.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was trying to place. I don't think I'd seen him about. Maybe if I saw him face to face, I'd go, "Oh."
But
Yeah, he's been living in Bali, hasn't he?
You see somebody kind of in the flesh as opposed to on the TV.
You just said something. You just reminded me that the smokehouse has closed down, isn't it?
Well, is that Smokehouse? Now, is that used to be called the Coal House? Is that what's called the Coal House?
Well, I'm not sure. I think it was, but I wasn't sure. No, that's in SA1. The smoke.
Oh, SA1,
Yeah.
right. All right.
It's quite It's quite a big thing. They used to do little gigs and things there as well. People, so
Oh, that's not in the bottom of Wine Street, is
They've
it?
moved, haven't they? Yeah, I think somebody said they'd moved.
they moved moved
All
to
right.
one of the old buildings in the sort
Yeah.
of docks, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Maybe gone into the old is the Morris White thing still there? The guy that took over the Bras, you know, what's not the Bras, what's it called now? The one down on J Shed on the marina.
Oh,
It was there for years. Remember, it was the breakaway from the Bras at White Street, and then La Perilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it is something similar. I don't think it's the Perilla still though. Could be.
No.
But I don't
Oh
think
no!
it
What used to be La Perilla, that TV chef, what's his name? Morris something. Quite a good name.
Morris Oxford.
Fernley, not Fernley Whittington. Oh, he's a gardener, is he? Morris Pierre White, something like that.
Oh, there is a
familiar.
yeah, there is a Pierce White.
Yeah, so that went into where La Perilla was, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but talking about that, when you said about that 200 on the Friday, I saw Paul's barometer and the figure on it, and it took me a while to figure out where it was. And I think on Friday evening, it was on about 900, was it? Because he's made it. He's made it go up to 2,500, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I thought he would have set it to about 1,000. You know.
Isn't that the figure he's got to reach to have a puppy named after him or something?
Oh, right.
I think that's the thing. I was speaking to the people from the guide dog. I don't know if you've seen them. They were there. The ones that are sort of not sponsoring him, but looking after him. And they said that when you reach a certain amount, you get the puppy named after you.
Right. Well, and I think it was Biscuit put up on the thing a bit of a connection. I wasn't sure about anything like that, about his mum and his gran being, sight-wise. I just thought it might have been the sort of thing that Paul had found somebody who he could front for, so he could do it, But I might be wrong. He might have actually searched it out. And
Give it the old rundown total. He seemed to know it all, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. I mean, Paul never mentioned that to me, to be honest, when I said, what's all this about? But who knows?
Yeah. Oh, you won't get to see. Well, I thought Paul's been, as I said before, Paul's been more serious than he has been for years,
It was a good gathering, though, to be honest. I mean, I had to leave.
Oh, yeah. And when you think, all it was like word of mouth. Like when I was telling people, I was only saying low key. So there was about maybe half a dozen people that I'd spoken to who turned up, just there. But I didn't realize how many people, when I didn't know that the Gastric Band guys were coming, Stuart and the bass player. And I didn't know Clive Sadding was there again. I suppose Paul would have, bumped into all these people and said, "Come on down." So they did.
I don't know.
I got up what Biscuit said. Yeah, Paul's grand Gladys and his mum Betty, who I remember fondly as a nipper, both had degenerative blindness in later life, and both, he believes, were registered blind.
Yeah. So unless when Paul's mum maybe was maybe when she was getting older, whether she had a dog, I never was aware of that. I remember when his mum did pass away, and then it was just him and his dad living in the house. And I used to go and visit a couple of times, and it was just him and his dad there. And then I didn't go for a while, and then of course his dad went a little while afterwards. But before that, I'd only seen his mum when she was kind of looking after Paul in the early days of Slash Fender.
Yeah.
So that's going back to the late 70s.
Yeah, the problem is with what you're saying, you can't really advertise it, because if you advertise it, someone as sure as
Shut it
will
down.
stop it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
But it
event
was
then,
great.
isn't it, Mike? It's an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it was quite nice. And the thing is, if you'd made a thing about it, like the title was cracking, the prom on the proms, but it's space wise, so it was just okay. I mean, the wall was full and it spilled out either side, and if you'd had loads more people come in. Well, there wouldn't have been any ear or eye shot of it, though, you know.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So it worked. It worked well. It was a bit frustrating, the ad hocking sound system, you know. I got a bit sort of.
Did you play some?
Yeah, I did 3 numbers, but by the time, because both Paul used he's got 2 amps, one which plays the backing track and one which he does his vocal on. And then he said that Jeff was bringing one as well. But as it turned out, Jeff's amp had broken down the day before, but Roger Bateman had one, just like one of Paul's. Little self-supportive thing. But when Roger started singing, I mean, he's got this thing, the same version of actually standing 3 miles from the mic, and I said, no, getting close to the mic, and he's singing with permanent full reverb on. I mean, Paul, when he does his talking in between songs, the full reverb is on.
Yeah.
So no, turn that off. Enhance your vocal when you're singing, but turn it off in between. But it was on. So I said to Paul, can you knock that reverb sort of off or just down substantially before I start, And it was ish. But then I went through things of either not being able to hear the guitar at all and up and down. And once I started my first song, I couldn't stop and say, hang about a minute, it's not right here. You just carry on, And it, you just went and did it. So everybody, and when Benny was playing, Colin Bevan, he sat himself behind one of the center poles. So if you were in front of him, all you could see was the pole and a guitar coming up one side and an arm the other side. And I thought, and Paul was joining in a bit, and he was playing some fine guitar. He's a bit of a picking blues guy. He's quite a good guitarist, Ben, he is, but he doesn't do public much. And I thought, he's singing a bit. I wish I'd have given him a mic. But then when I looked, there was a microphone just behind the pole, but again, half a mile from where Benny was singing. So,
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was fantastic for what it was. It would have been nice, but then again, it would have been overproduced then if you'd had somebody down there to put a sort of
No, hey, Sam, it doesn't take more than 2 minutes to get the sound right, does it, if you really know what you're doing?
Yeah, but to do that, you've got to have a bit of a plan.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a plan, and a bit of somebody to kind of, like Paul was doing his best to sort it all out. But if you'd have had APA, which was, leading beat blasting with a mixer and somebody in charge of it, and leave Paul to do his fronting stuff,
Yeah.
Because
even if you got 2 mics, 2 amps, it's relatively easy to set up as long as if you know what you're doing.
Oh.
And you tell the people who are not used to using amps and mics, perhaps, how to use them. Because that's a lot of the problem. Is like you said, the guy's singing 3 miles away from a microphone. You may as well not have a microphone, like.
No.
I'm lucky. I'm playing Saturday night. I just turn up with a guitar and a sound. Got to make the man sound. What's it called? Facade. PA system. Huge PA system. And but
the main stumbling block would have been, because I think when Paul mentioned it a couple of months ago, I thought that he was at that time going to get permission and use from whoever to take a power lead out from the Paul Carr's old little office thing immediately behind him.
Yeah.
So that would have been fine. But when it was down to battery powered amps and you didn't know about it until the day before, to actually get a battery powered PA, like that, not impossible, but whatever.
I've got 3, Sam, but nobody asked, so I could have. They're not mine. They belong to somebody.
You got 3.
If you'd have had the place for electric, then the council will need a whole 20-point plan to go ahead with it.
Yeah, health and safety, risk assessment.
Yeah. So I mean, as an event, it was fab. Everybody enjoyed it. It was great.
Well, that's all counts, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and I left then at about 8:15, but I think it carried on for a bit because I saw some pictures up that must have been afterwards. What time did it run till, Howard?
9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You
Bedtime.
got a gig on a new con on the 24th.
Yeah, I'm playing next Saturday. Yeah.
That's what he's
I
talking about.
only knew because Wayne Jenkins sent me the poster.
Ah, yeah.
Rock at Sea Hab. Capsy Zoo, is it?
Capsies Am.
Yeah, Spider Island.
Yeah,
Spider Land.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be good. I think
Paul Barnabas and the team, Country Rock.
yeah. Well, they always put country rock, but it's not country rock, is it?
Right? All right. Right.
But
Yeah.
we're just going to be doing my own stuff, you know, because I haven't got all my real musicians. The drummer has broke his foot,
Right.
and the bass player's playing somewhere else. So I've got a rehearsal tomorrow to get the new
Right.
drummer into shape and the bass player into shape. You know,
Right.
bass player's played for me before, but he was playing drums then. So it's going to be a hot spot. But we're only going to do my own stuff, so it's that's
Okay.
cool.
Best of luck.
Mm.
We should know in a few days or the end of the week when the swim paddle out for Paul Carr is.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Yeah, what's going to happen with that?
I spoke to Liz. Texted Liz yesterday. She's only just had the death certificate, and Paul's only just come out of Morriston, so we've got to wait now for the service. I don't know when that will be, but hopefully after that they'll have the swim out the week after next week.
They're going to put his. Is he being buried, or is he having his ashes spread, or what?
No, I don't know. It was St. James's Church, just all I know at the moment. So
St. James's, that's Muskies, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah. Vicar apparently was away for a couple of days. We'll show no more in the week.
All right, keep us
on Friday. I mean, I thought of it beforehand, but in the heat of the moment, then I meant to just do a little kind of 1-2 liner when everybody's there for Paul, because he would have been there playing with us, like.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's all a bit surreal for Liz at the moment. So later in the week, as soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
All right, cool. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people in Isle of Langland would like to know what's happening,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
a
the
lot
London
of
Bay
people in
lifeguards will let them know as well.
Yeah, because if they just keep it to themselves, and then you get like, oh, why didn't you tell us about it? We would love to have been there and done that, blah, blah, blah.
They put it up on I Love Langland, don't worry.
Okay,
They'll need the lifeguards to swim out. Howard, it'll only be you out there. The rest of us won't make it, mate.
Swim out, tread water. Oh, God, swim back. Oh, God, Lou.
Swim out up to your waist.
Yeah. To a point to point, because Paul used to do that quite regularly years ago.
Yeah. I came second to him once.
Oh, bloody.
There's only 6 of us, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Second out of 6 is all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that? Swimming out to the point? Or when I remember,
Rotherslade. It used to be the point to Rotherslade.
That's right. When I was small, I remember it starting in Rotherslade. They'd all go into the water from Rotherslade out to the point, and if I recall, they'd swim back to Rotherslade as well.
Yeah, and then in later years, they started on the rocks at Snakeless Point and into Rotherslade, and then they changed it a bit after that.
I think they changed it because once they started late, and the tide changed.
Yeah,
there was a hell of a rip.
I remember.
Everybody was heading towards Crab Island. It's monstrous there once that tide changes, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But they're good. The regattas, weren't they, when they had them?
Yeah, that was almost pre-surfboards. I remember that.
Yeah. Arthur Goss with his Schmoody rocket.
Yeah.
And the guy I think I mentioned before, he always used to win the canoe thing. He was last to start, but always first home. His name was Fritz.
Yeah, I remember Sam.
And he had a kayak, and it was, he couldn't get to. He had to get in the beach, and they need hands on the sand to get in the water.
Yeah.
So once you
Right.
got going, he flew.
Well, what is amazing, and Con, what you wouldn't read, I'll have to take a picture. There must have been 75 supboards on the beach the day before yesterday.
Oh my
Either
God.
on the beach or in the water.
Yeah,
It seems
there was a lot of
everybody's
people.
got one.
Yeah.
You know, it's the thing, isn't it? You know.
It's really strange, but I think when there's any surf, I don't know if there's any today. If little swell come in yesterday,
There's
like,
about 6 out at the Snakewood Point this afternoon.
yeah, all right,
About 3 foot swell coming in.
all right. None of the others can go out there because they go out there now with no fins or anything. They just sort of go
Yeah,
out there.
that's what I remember when it first caught on with the stand-up paddleboards, go maybe back 10 years or so, and it would be the likes of Paul, Robin Bramall, was it Percy and Stanley Jenkins, whatever, the longboarders, and that would be more or less it. They'd actually go out there, catch a wave, and surf in. But the boards then, they were more or less like longboards, but a bit puffed up. They were stand-up boards, but now they're like total blow up. You know, with as you say, Michael. I don't think
You were going to say dolls then, weren't you?
no.
Started on those in 1965 on the 11-foot marine ply with rubber bungs coming in.
Yeah,
We're
but
not talking about dolls now, are we?
no. But I'm talking about the early days of the stand-up paddle and the people who used to use them. Well, they would go out to catch the waves out at the point, either when it wasn't very big, or if it's still maybe 2 or 3 foot, fine. But now hardly anybody goes out. The percentage that go out there to catch a wave must be about 10% of the people who go out with a stand-up paddleboard.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of surf inside in the shit pipe, don't they?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the point breaks now. I think we talked about this before. Much different to what it used to, Con.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been watching it break on well, I used to watch it break when it broke this year, sometime or other, on a webcam. And it does break in totally different places now.
Yeah.
I changed one from the 60s and 70s. We used to get great tubes from there.
Yeah, I remember shit pipe being really, really good. You know, it used to be as big as a reef, and then it went to nothing,
Yeah.
and now it seems to have come back again.
But the reef is not very big now, Con. I've not seen it over 4 or 5 foot, I don't
No,
think.
but it's
Even in the winter.
I think it's all to do. Sorry about this. The sand.
Oh, yeah.
Dredging.
Sand. Where's that? What's sand?
And sands, them stones and
Don't have any sand.
Mm.
You know, I did a thing on it on the last Silver Surfer. I don't know if I sent it out to you all, I think.
I saw it. I'll never have time to watch it before we start.
Right.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
I'll try and post it earlier on Sundays, but I keep it
tomorrow.
now to post on Sunday. Gets everybody up to it. What was I going to say then? Yeah.
You know what, Con? I'm sure there's a song in there somewhere about the sand. We'll have to have a talk about this.
Yeah. Well, I like that one with, what was that one, that poem that was on? Did you see that? I think it was you who posted it.
Did you write it, Michael?
Yeah.
You wrote that, did you?
Yeah.
That's really good, man.
What, the one they'll all be back tomorrow.
Yeah. That's brilliant. I love it.
A while ago.
Yeah.
But
Now that could
another one.
Now that could be turned into a song.
Yeah. I've got another
You get
drawing.
a song out of anything, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a committee to deal with. We could just get on and do it.
Oh no.
No, but Heather's fantastic. She her drawing. She did it during lockdown, but there was a plan for this. But but I just thought it was fantastic. She said it's not her thing at all, really. But they came out really good, and the second one is even better than that one.
Yeah, it looks good. A great album cover could be the start of your new career, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know if I need a new career. I need an old career first. I got enough to do without signing all books. I'll leave Heather take all the credit. So, what's the plan now then, Con? You say you're just doing your own stuff?
What, to Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. We might finish with Stand By Me or something like that, or Dead Skunk.
Yeah. It's because I was singing there early on, Roger Bateman, and he always comes up with some good tunes. to be
Yeah.
fair to him. You know, it's all standard stuff, but it's
Mm.
once you get past what's his signature song?
Well, I mean, he did a couple of Creedence songs, didn't he? Bad Moon Rising and that.
Yeah,
And I heard Paul saying to him, "Don't do Country Roads. We'll do that together."
Yeah.
That's it. Paul just sang that on his own.
Who was the lady that
Sloop
came out?
John B in that, and then one Sloop John B in there somewhere.
Yeah, Sloop John B normally does.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Who was the
that
lady, Sam?
The lady.
Yeah.
Now, Charlie Hewitt came down and must have played later on with his wife, Christine, playing the flute.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good.
Because I was leaving and I think they were heading to go home.
Charlie used to be in school with us, Mike, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he was younger. That's not older.
A year older, I think, yeah.